You're listening to exclusive baseball coverage on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is proud to serve the community and beyond. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. Be sure to visit our website at www.obnradio.com. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is day 2, games 3 and 4, between the Wharton-Pioneers and the San Jacinto-Gators. The Pioneers fell short in both game 1 and 2, losing game 1 by the score of 6-4. Ended up losing the second game in a 10-run rule effect by the score of 16-4. It's a new day. The Pioneers are back at home, and they'll get ready to try and make amends on yesterday's adventure. We're going to take a break and remind you today's broadcast is made possible by Apple, Ford, Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Go out and find out why they're called the best-kept secret in the Brazos Valley. And we want to welcome Raina's Barbecue and Catering right here in town. And, man, when I tell you it is some good eating, I think old Coach got a piece of this chicken strips we had a little bit early on today, and we'll talk a little bit about them later on throughout the course of today's games. Both games scheduled for 2. First game will be a 7-inning broadcast, and game 2 is scheduled for a 9-inning broadcast. We'll be here giving you all the coverage for Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups and the first pitch action here from Wharton, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The officials have showed up, and it looks like we're about to get things on the way. Starting lineups for both teams. Leading off for the Gators will be number 30, Josh Croft. He'll be playing at second base. We have Austin Holman, shortstop, wearing number 7. Number 21, Josh Palacios in center field. Number 25, the designated hitter, Austin Boyd. First baseman will be Dalton Davis. He'll be wearing number 34. And then Walker Pennington will be in left field wearing number 36. The right fielder will be held down by Tyler Newcomb, number 18. And Eric Garza will be batting ninth at third base wearing number 19. And the starting pitcher will be number 40, Alex Phillips. For the Pioneers, you have Ivan Garcia. He will be in the designated hitter slot, leading off wearing number 4. Tim Blakeney will be at shortstop wearing number 10. Austin Zellweger will be at second base wearing number 15, batting third. Jacob Barfield will be at first base wearing number 29. Dallas Stefano will be in right field wearing number 20. Mr. Ricky Gonzalez will be playing third base wearing number 44. Renee Pineda will be at catcher wearing number 18. Luke Leza in left field wearing number 22. And Mr. Anthony Reed will be in center field, batting in the ninth slot, wearing number 9. And the starting pitcher for the Pioneers will be Mr. Bailey Darden. Darden wearing number 19. He'll start things off for the Pioneers. So they're getting the ground rules together, Coach Arrington and Coach Case, getting things set and ready to go. We'll stop and hear from the good people from Apple Ford Hyundai, along with a couple others, as we get ready for today's ball game. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we'll be right back.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Go on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. They pay tribute to Old Glory, and we're just moments away from getting Game 1, but Game 3 of this four-game series between San Jacinto and the Wharton Pioneers. Slightly overcast day today as they get ready for today's action between the Pioneers and the Gators. It is about 64 degrees right now. There's a little overcast, wind blowing slightly out toward left field. The Pioneers will be in their home white pants with the red tops, white caps with the red bill as they get ready. As we mentioned, defensively, for the Pioneers at third base will be Ricky Gonzalez. Shortstop, Mr. Tim Blakeney. Second base, Zellweger. At first base, Barfield. Meese in left field. Reed in center field. And Stefano in right field. And behind the plate will be Pineda. And on the mound, of course, Mr. Bailey Darden. Darden ready to go and get to work. He'll be going up against Mr. Josh Croft. Croft had a pretty productive day on yesterday. Overall, he was 2 for 7, 4 RBIs, and scored a run. He come in batting from the left-hand side as we get moments away from this first pitch. And we will give you this in just a second. First pitch about to be offered up from Mr. Darden against Croft from the left-hand side, and the first pitch is downstairs for ball one. And that first pitch at 2:02 p.m. as the 1-0 pitch now coming from Darden is outside for ball one. 2-0 is the count, just getting on the way. The Gators are in their yellow tops, gray bottoms with the green helmets. As Darden now gets ready to go, he gets strike one over, and it is 2-1. Pioneers trying to recover from yesterday's losses, 6-4 and 16-4. As they get ready to go now, there's a hit toward Barfield at first base. He dabs at it, knocks it down for the 3 unassisted. Barfield gets the first out for the Pioneers. Brings up the shortstop, Mr. Austin Holman. Holman was 0 for 3 in game 2, and he was 1 for 4 in game 1. So he face up against Darden for the first time, and he will take ball one. 1-0 is our count. We're just on the way here from Wharton, Texas. Mike Prince here with you with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Ready to go. That ball is inside. 2-0 quickly. On deck is Josh Palacios for the Gators. So Dart now working with a 2-0 count. He kicks and fires. That ball is upstairs, and it's 3-0. Pioneers had some struggles with their starting pitcher on yesterday. Blanchard and Eichmann couldn't quite get it together with the balls, base on balls. Speaking of, there is a base on ball to Holman. Brings up Josh Palacios right now for the Gators. 21 is his number. He's playing center field. So Palacios was 2 for 3 in game 1 and 2 for 3 in game 2. Pretty productive day for the Gators center field. The pitch from Darden is upstairs for ball 1. Want to welcome Arena's Barbecue and Catering right here in Hungerfield, Texas. And I'm talking about some great eating. It was. A toss over to first base, and back is Holman. Coach Keith Case and the Pioneers are 5-5 on this season as they are 0-2 in conference play, losing the first 2 yesterday to San Jac. There is another pickoff attempt, and back in time is Mr. Holman. So the wind is blowing out toward left field as Darden checks in. It goes back over to first base, and everybody is back in time. So the Pioneers trying to keep that double play in order. Zellweger playing a little deep, close toward the bag. The runner goes, but throw from Pineda is in time, and what a dart down the second base for the 2-4 put out, getting Holman by at least 10 feet. As it was 1 ball and 1 strike on the pitch. Good pickup there by Pineda. Pineda is showing a strong arm, getting that ball down the second base in good time. So now the count is even at 1-1. Darden going to work. That one's downstairs, and it's 2-1. Pioneers trying to get their first conference win of this 2015 season, as the 2-1 count is swung on and missed, and it makes it all even at 2-2. Here at Tiger Stadium, 3:10 down the line, 3:65 in the gaps, and there's a strike 3 called. Caught him looking, and the Pioneers end up with no runs given up, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom half of the first inning. Pioneers coming up to bat.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back on this root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Prince here with you from the Open Mic Broadcast Network, getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning. Pioneers will have Garcia, Blakeney, and Zellweger coming up. They'll be going up against Mr. Alex Phillips. Phillips wears number 40. They got him listed at 6'4", 225 pounds, from Nacogdoches Central Heights, a transfer from University of Arkansas. So he'll come in, the big right-handed thrower, will come in and get things started off for today's contest between the Pioneers and the Pioneers and the Gators. So Garcia coming in is ready to get in, taking his signs from Coach Case down at third base. And we're ready to get the first pitch for the Pioneers to see. And it's off and away, in for strike one. Defense playing straight away in the outfield, straight away in the infield. So they get ready to go. That ball is downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pioneers trying to get that first win on the conference play. They started out pretty good with a 5-3 start, losing the 2 yesterday against San Jac, makes it all even at 5-5. There's a ball hit toward the first baseman. Davis will take that. They're going to say that would catch his interference. That's going to be a free pass for Mr. Garcia. So brings up Tim Blakeney. Didn't quite see what happened here regarding the way he tried to get out the box to Garcia, and say the catcher Foreman will interfere, and it's sort of going to be a free pass for Garcia. So interferes, and we'll bring up now Blakeney. Blakeney looking for his first hit in the series as he is 0 for 7. Garcia at first base. Does not go. The pitch is down, and that ball gets past the catcher, and going all the way, looking about on the third was Garcia, but he will advance off the wild pitch. 1-0 is the count. Runner at second base. And Blakeney got a chance to put the Pioneers on top here in this bottom half of the first inning. Pioneers have not had any problems getting out in front. It's just maintaining that lead after 4 innings. We'll see what happens here. The Pioneers got an opportunity to strike first. Phillips checks in with his catcher, throws and misses, and it is 2 balls and no strikes. On deck is Austin Zellweger. Zellweger awaiting the opportunity to help get some things intact for the Pioneers. Pitch offered up. There's a ball hit toward right field, giving chase, and then for a base hit to right field. Newcomb could not get to it, so that's going to be a base hit, and it's going to be first and third with Zellweger coming up to bat. Zellweger, he was 1 for 6 on yesterday. I'm sorry, 2 for 6 on yesterday. So 2 for 6 and scored 1 run. He has an opportunity now to put the Pioneers in good shape. So Zellweger now ready to go, batting from the right-hand side of the plate. He's facing the 6'4" Phillips. Phillips fires. The breaking ball gets in for strike 1. On deck is Mr. Jacob Barfield. Beautiful day here. Slightly overcast, but the sun is peeking its way through. 64 degrees at game time. Pitch on the way by Phillips. That ball is hit for a left center field. That might get in trouble. Palacios or Pennington couldn't catch up to it. So that will be a base hit RBI for Zellweger. So that brings up the first Garcia. And runners at first and second now as Barfield comes up to bat. Barfield is looking to wake up his bat. Barfield was 0 for 2 in game 1 with 2 walks. There's a bunt by the big guy Barfield, fielded by Phillips, and that will be a sacrifice as he will advance the runners 90 feet. Second and third now. Bringing up the hot bat for the Pioneers, Dallas Stefano. Stefano had a big game on yesterday, especially in game 2. He was 2 for 3, scored 2 runs and 2 RBIs with the 2-run home run back in the 4th inning of game 2. So Stefano coming in, showing opposite field power and pull power as he awaits the pitch from Phillips, calling for timeout. Phillips taking a little bit too much time for Stefano, and he's ready to go now. Pitch offered up, and that is downstairs for ball 1. That was the 10th pitch for Mr. Phillips here in inning 1 thus far. Darden had 13 pitches total in his 3 batters he faced. So now Phillips waits. He kicks, fires. That ball is up and in, and it's 2-0. On deck is the third baseman, Ricky Gonzalez. So now you have Phillips with a 2-0 deficit, runners at second and third. Stefano awaiting here, trying to add to the Warden 1-run lead. That breaking ball gets in for strike 1. Wasn't quite to the liking of Stefano, so he decided to lay off for that one, as he will see what happens on this next offer. Phillips awaiting the sign from Foreman. Foreman decides to give him what he wants, and the pitch is on the way. That one's outside, 3-1. First base is open, so this might be an intentional, unintentional pass, being that Stefano has been pretty hot for the Pioneers. So the 3-1 pitch about to be offered up from Phillips. He checks in, kicks, fires, and that one misses. That's going to be a base on balls. That is the first walk in the inning. So now Ricky Gonzalez will come up. Gonzalez was 1 for 1 in game 1 and 0 for 3 in game 2. So bases loaded now. Phillips against Gonzo. Pitch offered up, and that is downstairs. Ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 1-0 is our score. Garcia got on with catcher's interference, and he was driven in by Zellweger here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-0 pitch being offered from Phillips. He fires, and that one misses outside. 2-0. On deck is the catcher, Rene Pineda. Pioneers trying to get something started here. Pioneers had a 2-0 lead on yesterday and had a 10-run second inning. So you can never have too many runs. That ball fouled back out of play, and it's 2-1. Pretty decent crowd coming out here with today's contest. So we have the 2-1 pitch about to be offered up, and that one's in for a strike call. 2-2 is the count, 1 out. Bottom half of the first inning, Pioneers and the Gators here in Wharton, Texas. Checking out now is Phillips with his catcher. No room at the end. Second base is Zellweger. Got the RBI single. First base is Stefano off the walk. And at third base is Blakeney. Phillips is taking a long time in between pitches right now. Now he's set and ready to go. And the pitch on the way, it's outside. Makes it all 4 right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We'll see if the runners at second and third will go in a little motion just in case there's one knocked through. So the payoff pitch on the way from, that's ball 4. And a base on ball, RBI walk for Gonzo. Everybody advances 90 feet. And the bases are still loaded, as it will be Renee Pineda coming up to bat right now. Pineda hit the ball pretty good on yesterday. He had one hit, 1 for 2 that he showed. He did not play game 2. Breaking ball from Phillips is in for strike 1. Pitch number 21 for Phillips in this first inning. Pineda ready to go. He checks in. Pitch being offered from Phillips. Downstairs, 1-1. One out here. Pioneers have had 2 runs to come in this bottom half of the first inning. Game 1 of 2 scheduled for today. The 30-minute break in between time as they get things on the go. The breaking ball, that one misses, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike. Phillips is now wondering, what is it going to take? Bases are loaded for the Pioneers. Pineda to bust this thing wide open. There's a big swing and a miss, and it's all even at 2-2. On deck is Luke Meza, followed by Anthony Reed. So the 2-2 pitch here being offered up to Pineda. Checks in, does Phillips, the fire. There's a ball fouled back out of play, and it'll hold at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Pioneers up 2-0. Pioneers have 1 hit in this inning, but 2 runs to come across the board. We had a catcher's interference, single, walk. There's the ball hit toward third base. Garza makes the backhand and will step at third base for the 3, but that is going to bring in Zellweger, and Stefano will be out with the 5 unassisted, and Gonzo will be at second base, and the FC, fielder's choice, and the RBI for Pineda brings up Mr. Luke Meza. Meza was 1 for 3 in game 1 and 1 for 3 in game 2. First pitch misses, 0-1. Now we have Meza with the 1-0 count as he awaits the pitch from Phillips. On the way, that ball is high and outside. 2-0 is the count. On deck is Anthony Reed. The Pioneers are threatening to get everyone to come across the plate this first inning. So now, runners at second and first base. Pitch offered up, and that one is upstairs. 3-0 is the count. Always room for one more run. That's exactly what the Pioneers are trying to do right now. Up 2-0. That one is another base on ball, and that is going to load them up again. Anthony Reed coming up. We have a total of 3 walks. 3 walks this inning. So now, Anthony Reed, he struggled yesterday. Went 0 for 4 in game 1 and 0 for 2 in game 2. That ball is upstairs, ball 1. So now, Coach Arrington coming out to talk to Mr. Phillips. And while they're doing that, we're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and Pioneer Baseball. Pioneers up 2-0, but threatening to come right back with some more. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. The voice of Waller County Athletics, serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. All right, welcome back. Coach Arrington discussing the situation over with Phillips, and now the meeting is about to be adjourned. by the home plate official as they do come back. And it'll be a 1-0 count to Mr. Anthony Reed. So Reed with an opportunity to bust this thing wide open. His base is loaded. Gonzalez at third. Pineda is at second base. And Meza at first base. At the plate is Reed with a 1-0 count coming from Alex Phillips. Phillips kicks and fires. There's a big swing and a miss. And it's all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. Pioneers up 2-3-0 here in inning number 1. Wind picking up. As now the pitch on the way, there's another foul pop out of play, and it's now 1-2. Coach Case would love to see another run come in, at least one, with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning. Phillips checking in with Foreman. He kicks and fires. There's a ball foul back out of play as we're coming up on pitch number 35 for Phillips here. We got up here working the booth this game. Mr. Fernando Martinez had a pretty good showing on last night. He got the shades on with his fly guy look. He's ready to go. I didn't know you had that much curly hair, man. 1-2 pitch off it up is downstairs. Good stop by Foreman. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Bottom half of the first inning. Pioneers got 3 runs come across. Started with the catcher's interference to allow Garcia to get on. Garcia has scored. Blakeney has scored. Zellweger has scored. The swing and a miss off the breaking ball, and down go the Pioneers. But they get 3 runs off of total of 2 hits and 1 error, and 3 runners left on. We've completed 1 inning of work. Pioneers up 3-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824. All right, welcome back into the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pioneers got 3 runs come across the board in the bottom half of the first inning. Now, Mr. Bailey Darden will come out and face Austin Boyd, Dalton Davis, and Walker Pennington here in the top half of the second inning. Game 1 of 2. This first game is scheduled for 7 innings of work. And Mr. Darden will try to come and see how he can continue to maintain. He's been probably the most effective pitcher thus far, as the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. As it is 0-1 to Mr. Austin Boyd. Boyd had a pretty effective day on yesterday. He was 0 for 3 in game 1, and in game 2, he was 2 for 4, so that's another strike call, and it makes it 0-2. Darden is really effective. He doesn't throw real hard, but he throws smart. He gets the first pitch strike, which is always advantageous to any pitcher, and that one is downstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pioneers up 3-0 here in the top half of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch offered up from Darden. That swung on and hit sharply into left field. That's going to be fair. Rounding and trying to go in for 2, easily standing up with the leadoff double here in the top of the second inning.
Brings up the first baseman, Dalton Davis.
Dalton Davis. It probably was not a pitch that Dalton wanted to get across with 2 strikes because he got pretty good, I would say wood, but it's not wood on it, but a good stick on that one. So it brings up Dalton Davis. Davis was 1 for 2 in game 1 and 2 for 2 in game 2. 2 runs, RBI. So there's a swing. He swings at the first pitch and it's fouled back out of play for strike 1. So now the Gators with a runner at second base, looking like the Athletics of Oakland. Yellow tops, green lettering, trimmed in white, the gray pants, the green stripe going down the grays. Darden checks in, fires, and just missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Walker Pennington. So now Darden checking in with Pineda. The 1-1 count about to be offered up. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-0 is the score. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Darden trying to keep that runner at second base. Boyd there. That one misses outside, and it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Pioneers home for this 2-game series. In Houston on yesterday. They give me luck that way. That ball is popped foul out of play, and it's going to make it full right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Pineda goes and brings the new ball out to Darden. Discuss. Remember, don't give him anything big. As Pennington awaits on deck. Now, a new set of balls given to the officials, so everybody's got new balls right now. Everybody's got my good buddy over here, Mr. Groove over here. He looks kind of solemn. Are you all right over there, Brother Groover? He gives me a nod, yes, and a smooth. This is a smooth guy right here. He's ready to work here. The payoff pitch on the way from Darden. Checks in, kicks, and fires. There's a ball again hit down left field line out of play. And it will remain 3-2. Darden trying to make sure that he makes up for the the double that he gave up. 3-2 pitch on the way. That one misses outside, and that's going to be a free pass for Davis. So it brings up the left fielder, Walter Pennington. Pennington coming in, batting from the right-hand side. Pennington was he was 0 for 2. 0 for 1 game 2. Now he comes in and awaits. He shows bunt and takes strike 1. Pioneers up 3-0, top of the second inning. Runners at first and second. Nobody's out. So the Pioneers, Darden trying to keep things at bay. Checks in with Pineda. That breaking ball gets in for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to Walker Pennington. So here we go with the wind picking up now, blowing out toward left field. Pitch on the way. There's a jam shot. Foul back out of play, and the count remains to 0-2 as that ball goes out of play on the first base side. 0-2 is the count. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Mr. Bailey Darden is trying to keep intact his 3-0 lead that the Pioneers hold on to in the top of the second inning. He checks in with Pineda. He kicks and fires. There's a ball hit towards center field. Reed makes the dive, could not make it. That ball goes back. Stefano is backing up. Might have a play at the plate, and is not going to be in time. As being able to score was Boyd. He scored. Diving in was Reed, and he couldn't get a hold to it. So runners are at second and third.
Brings up the right fielder, Tyler Newcomb.
Double and the RBI by Pennington. So that ball hung up, but it could not get it. Was really good backup by Stefano and almost had a play on the plate at Boyd. So brings up now Tyler Newcomb. 3-1 is the score now, and there's a ball hit toward the shortstop, and that's going to be, E6. What looked like was going to be a sure out. Blakeney was not able to get that throw across, and it's going to bring in Davis, and Pennington will advance to third base. So just like that, what was 3-0 is now 3-2. So now we have the catcher Foreman coming up to bat. He'll be followed by the third baseman, Garza. So now the Pioneers have to make sure things are. The runner goes. There's a throw toward the shortstop, and it will not work. So it was a strike called to Foreman, and Newcomb advances to second base. So strike one is the count. Still nobody out, and ready to work is Darden. Darden checking in and fires, and that one misses inside, and we're all even at 1-1. Pioneers still holding on to a one-run lead here. Darden checks. That ball is popped up infield for Nader going, wrestling with the wind and makes the grab. 40 out. Great job by the catcher, Nader, to get the first out here in the top half of the second inning. Brings up the third baseman, Eric Garza. Garza was 1 for 3 in game 1 and 1 for 2 in game 2. Ended up scoring a couple of runs and an RBI on yesterday's work. So he'll come in now, runners at second and third. Newcomb at second. Pennington is at third. Darden kicks, and all speed gets in for strike one. On deck is the leadoff man, Mr. Josh Croft. So Darden trying to walk out and maintain this one-run lead. 3-2 here in the top of the second inning. Checks, fires. There's another ball fouled back out of play, and it makes it 0-2. 0-2 to count. Pioneers holding on to a 3-2 lead here at the top of the second inning. Darden checks in with Pineda. Now steps off the rubber. Now he's ready to get refocused here. The 0-2 delivery about to be offered up to Garza. The breaking ball just missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Pioneers got 3 in the first inning and have given up 2 in this top of the. Got 3 in the first and give up 2. And there's another breaking ball. And there's missed. There's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the pitch now, the 2-2 count from Darden is on his route. Guards are digging in. Darden kicks and fires. There's a shot in the hole between first and second, and that's going to drive in a run. And we're all tied, as it will be another run to come across, and we're all tied.
Brings the leadoff hitter up, Josh Croft.
And going to third base will be Newcomb. So Croft will come up. Croft grounded out to Barfield back in inning number 1. So now here comes the top of the lineup for the Gators. Double play is intact. We'll see if the runner goes. He's itching off and does not. Bunt is being showed. Darden gets it. Oh, and Darden in his haste, was trying to make a play, ends up offering up an error. Newcomb does score, and Garza will advance to second base.
Austin Howard.
And that's just not what you want to see right now if you're Coach Case. And Coach Case will now come out to discuss the matter. And as we have been finding out, in most cases, if Case comes out, that will be it. And he's talking to Darden right now, looking like they're trying to get some things worked out. Might not pull the hook on him just yet. Just want to let him keep calm and collected. There have been 4 runs to come across so far off of a total of 2 hits. There's been a walk and a couple of errors here in this second half of the inning. As Coach Darden is probably telling the young man to stay encouraged and don't panic. The meeting has been adjourned, and we'll go back to get things going. So they'll go ahead and get things set back up. Taking some dry cuts is Holman. Holman walked and got caught stealing back in inning number 1. Be ready to resume action here. Runners at first and second. 4-3 is the score. There's a bunt down third base side foul for strike 1. So the Pioneers hit 3 and give up 4. Still trying to get that second out here in the top half of the second inning. So now Darden checks in and delivers. That breaking ball is in for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Now, the problem has not been getting strikes. It's the second strike that he's been allowing too many fat pitches to be touched by these Gators. They've taken advantage of it. So the 0-2 pitch now from Darden. That one is tapped back. That might be the 6-4-3, but he decides to go 6-3. Blakeney will get the sure out, and that will advance the runners as runners now at second and third as Palacios comes up. He was called out on strikes back in inning number 1. Palacios is ready to go up. Pioneers trying to make sure that they can keep things right where they got it. Darden checks. There's a ball hit towards Zellweger. Oh, Barfield got in the way of what should have been Zellweger's ball. And that is going to allow another run to come in. Garza will come in, and that is going to be another
brings up the DA.
E.
Austin Boyd.
They're going to put that E on Barfield. And so now that is 5 runs here. And that is error number 3 in the inning. So runners are on the corners. And there's a ball popped straight up in the air. And Nate is called off by Darden. And Darden was able to take care of Boyd. As Boyd pops up to the pitcher.
Wharton 3. Wharton coming to the plate.
And the Pioneers give up 5 runs off a total of 1, 2, 3 hits, 3 errors, 2 runners left on, 1.5 innings of work done, and the Pioneers are trailing by the score of 5-3. This is Mike Prince. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and we'll be right back.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. So I'm like, oh, do you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm going to look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost. Seriously, dial 911.
Visit strokesnojoke.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Pioneers trailing 5-3, and the first ball is hit deep to left field, and that ball is gone. Home run by Mr. Ivan Garcia. Garcia will touch them all as he has made this a one-run deficit now for the Pioneers. The first pitch he sees in inning number 2 goes over the 310 mark as he got all of that one, and it makes the score now 5-4. That's the second run scored by Garcia. As Blakeney will now come up, he got a single on his first at bat. And just like that, Pioneers are down by 1. The pitch offered up to Blakeney is outside for ball 1. That was a no doubt about a little big man, Ivan Garcia. That even put a smile on Mr. Groover's face. Says we need a few more. See if Blakeney can start things off with a base hit. There's a swing and a miss, and it's all even at 1-1. I mean, Garcia, not a real big guy, but everyone has one in them every now and then. So the 1-1 pitch being offered up from Phillips to Blakeney is on the way. Breaking ball. That ball is chopped, fouled out third base. Makes it 1-2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. 5-4 is our score. Pioneers trailing, but a big home run lead off this inning by Garcia. So now the 1-2 pitch being offered up from Phillips. He kicks, fires. A breaking ball is up and in. 2-2 strikes. On deck is Austin Zellweger. So now the 2-2 count ought to be offered up to the Pioneer shortstop, Zellweger. Blakeney. There's a ball popped up on the right side. Davis running out of real estate, and they'll go back and it'll hold at 2-2 strikes. So it's basically, you're not supposed to be doing that, man. 2-2's the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pioneers trailing 5-4. We're live from Wharton, Texas. Game 1 of 2. Phillips now awaits to face off against Blakeney. He kicks and fires, and there's another foul back. And it is still at 2-2. Phillips had 36 pitches under his belt in that first inning of work, and Darden has 43 pitches combined after 2 innings of work. Giving up 5 runs has Darden and 4 for Phillips. The 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and Blakeney goes out on strikes. Blakeney, I should say. Brings up Austin Zellweger. Zellweger got a single and an RBI back in the first inning. He scored a run. He'll come up with an opportunity to try and get things going. Now the indication from the flags, the wind is still blowing a little bit out toward left field, but now more in as Zellweger will now come in. So the pitch on the way from Phillips is downstairs for ball 1. Pioneers and the Gators, Region 14, JUCO baseball action right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Setting now is Phillips, and there's a strike. 1-1 strike. 1-1 is the count to Zellweger, the second baseman for the Pioneers. And he is awaiting to see how Phillips wants to approach him. As now he steps back into the box. Phillips coming from the windup. He sets in, kicks, and fires. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 1-2 strikes. I want to remind you today's broadcast being made possible by the good people from Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Check them out and find out what they call the best kept secret in Brazos Valley. Coming in, Phillips ready to go. He kicks and fires, and that's ball outside, and it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is Jacob Barfield. So the 2-2 count now being offered up from Phillips. He kicks, fires, a breaking ball hit right up the middle, and it's going to be a one-hopper. And making his throw is Mr. Croft for the 4-3 put out.
Brings up the first baseman.
Brings up Barfield. Barfield got a sacrifice bunch back in inning number 1. So he'll come up now with an opportunity to get his official first at bat. Phillips is ready to go. He kicks, fires, the breaking ball gets in for strike 1. So it's quickly 0-1 to the first baseman for the Pioneers as he awaits the pitch from Phillips. That's a swing and a foul back. 0-2 is the count. 5-4 is our score here in the bottom of the second inning. This bottom half of the second inning was led off with a solo blast by Mr. Ivan Garcia. First pitch he saw of the second inning to left field. So now this timeout is being granted to Barfield. So too much time taken for his liking. Now the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coming up now on pitch number 52 from Mr. Alex Phillips. He comes in now ready to kick and fire. And that is outside. 2-2. On deck is Dallas Stefano. Ready to go now is Mr. Barfield. So the pitch on the way. That's a ball hit toward the shortstop. Holman bobbles it, throws, and makes the throw for the 6-3 put out. So there was 1 run off of 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on. We've completed 2 innings. Pioneers trail by the score 5-4. You listen to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
I'm a paramedic, and it may sound silly, but a lot of people are afraid to call 911 when they're experiencing uncomfortable pressure, fullness, squeezing, or pain in the center of the chest. You know why? Because they think it would be embarrassing if it were a false alarm. Instead, people risk permanent damage or death because they're afraid they might get a lecture. That's ridiculous. To learn more about heart attack warning signs, call the American Heart Association at 1-800-AHA-USA1 or visit us on the web at americanheart.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 3rd inning. Pioneers trailing 5-4. Leading off will be the first baseman, Dalton Davis. Davis walked and scored in the 2nd inning as he will face off against Darden. And the first pitch he sees is hit well toward right field. And back at the warning track is Stefano. That ball looked like it would have really got out of here. But that wind, thank goodness for the old wind blowing in. Boy, that was one you could have heard the gasp here in the press box. Everybody said, oh, my. And then they said, oh, my, when Stefano was right up under. So Pennington now comes up to bat. He got a double, an RBI, back in the 2nd inning as he attempts the bunt and gets strike 1 call. So it's now 0-1 to Pennington. That ball is hit sharply toward right field, and that will fall in front of Stefano for a base hit. Pennington is now 2 for 2.
Brings up the right fielder.
Brings up Tyler Newcomb. Newcomb reached on an error and stolen a base and scored back in the second inning. He will come up. Ready to go now is Darden. Darden checking in. Runner at first base, Pennington. There's a swing and a fly towards center field. That should be good for Reed. Reed makes the two-hand catch, and that will be out number 2. And it will bring up the catcher, Foreman. Will Foreman coming up. Will Foreman popped up to his counterpart back in the second inning. So now Darden waits. Checks, kicks, and fires, and that's a strike 1. 0-1 is the count. 5-4 is our score. We're at the top of the third inning. Gators have gotten 5 runs off of 3 hits, 3 errors committed by the Pioneers. Left runners, 2 runners on base. Pioneers have gotten 4 runs off of 3 hits. They've left 3 runners on base, and San Jac has committed 1 error. That breaking ball gets in for strike 2. 0-2 now, as Darden is trying to make haste of this inning. So now Darden with the 0-2 count, ready to face off against Foreman. That pitch is outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. 5-4 is our score. Pioneer baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Top of the third inning. Darden trying to make this his quickest outing of the game so far, and he hits the batter. Breaking ball did not quite break, and runners will be now at first and second, as it will bring up now Eric Garza. Garza got an RBI single back in that second inning. He also scored a run. So the Pioneers trying to get out of this inning. Pitch offered up, and that's a breaking ball in for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Darden coming up on pitch number 10 here in the inning. Kicks in, fires. Has another good breaking ball in for strike 2. Darden's hitting his spots so far. Ready to go. Zellweger checking the runner at second base. He bounces back into position. The 0-2 pitch offered up from Darden. Pausing a little bit. That was. They're going to call a ball. They're going to say it was a timeout. Whoa. Now, I've seen timeout granted, but you got to get it before you just step out. So that would be a no pitch. And that was a doozy by Darden. 0-2 will remain the count. And the pitch now offered up by Darden. There's a swing and a foul tip. And 0-2 is the count. Now, there's an unusual stand by Garza. He's kind of lifting his left foot up and kind of leaning back as if he was hitting a softball. Then now we'll see what happens here. It's Darden checks in with Pineda. Runners at first and second. The 0-2 pitch. There's a ball hit right back to Darden, and he will flip it over to ball field for the 1-3 put out. There were no runs off of 1 hit, and there was no errors, and 2 left on. Pioneers coming up the bat, trailing by the score of 5-4. You listen to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You know what? I got a problem with drinking and driving. Too many fall victims, most don't survive it. We just gotta think before we drink, cause you can lose your life just as fast as you can blink. It's that simple. We all know driving drunk is illegal, still we're doing it. I'm just trying to smart up my people so we can keep it safe on the road. I'm all about mad, and that's because they got a positive goal. So next time when you out with the guys, make sure at least one stays sober to ride. Keep it safe, y'all. Yeah, keep it safe, y'all. Yeah, mad.org.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824. Don't have internet access to listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network? No problem. Listen to the broadcast from any type of phone anywhere in the country by dialing 213-401-0037. Compliments of Audio Now.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Brent here with you live from Wharton, Texas, as the Pioneers and the Gators are locking up here in some conference action right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pioneers trailing 5-4, and we are just about an hour at this game being played. This game started at 2:02 Central Standard Time. And bring up now Stefano. Stefano reached by walk, and he was out unassisted by the third baseman Garza back in inning number 1. I want to remind this game being made possible by the good people at Apple Fort Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. Give them a shout at 936-836-3659 to find out why they're called the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. That ball is popped up to left field. Pennington coming in, and he will make the catch behind the shortstop Holman for out number 1.
Ricky Gonzalez.
Brings up Ricky Gonzalez. Gonzalez was walked and left stranded at third base back in inning number 1. So he will come to put in his 2 cents, if you will. Give a shout-out to Frank, Rachel, and Adam. That ball's fouled out of third base side for strike 1 of Rena's Barbecue. Rena's Barbecue. Man, you talking about something good, Frank. You told me to call you. I'll talk to you in between the games, but thank you, sir. Indeed, it was good. We got some barbecue specials going on. We'll tell you about it right after this pitch here from Phillips, and that is downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, they got a special going on at Rena's Barbecue, all-you-can-eat barbecue on Saturdays for $11.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. or until it's all gone, whichever comes first. And that pitch is a strike, and it makes it 1-2. And I can tell you from what it tastes like, you better hurry up before it's all gone. 1-2 is the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Pioneers trailing by the score of 5-4. There's a half-hearted swing and a strikeout from Gonzo. He goes down. Brings up Pineda. Pineda reached on a fielder's choice and got an RBI back in the first inning. So now he will try to see what he can do here in this bottom half of the third inning. Scheduled for 7 here in game 1. Pitch offered up, and that is downstairs for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 5-4 is a score. Pioneers got 3 in the first, had 1 in the second. Pitch offered up and has a strike on the outside corner. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. 5-4 is the score. Bottom of the third inning. Live from Wharton, Texas. 1-1 pitch coming, and it's a strike awarded to Mr. Alex Phillips. Phillips has a total of 62 pitches under his belt right now. He's given up 3 hits and 4 runs. Pitch offered up. That's a foul tip. And the count remains at 1-2. On deck is Luke Meza. 1-2 is the count now to the Pioneer catcher, Rene Pineda. Pitch off a breaking ball. That ball is popped foul out of play, and we'll hold it 1-2. Here to be a little overcast at the beginning of today's broadcast, but things are working out. Clouds are moving away from the field toward the left field area. Sunshine peeking out behind that. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Pineda. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We've completed 3. The Pioneers are trailing by the score of 5-4. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball on right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
One day, I'll teach chemistry to kids.
I'm going to be an architect.
My dream is to be a chef.
At the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid, we provide more than $150 billion each year in grants, loans, and work-study funds, making higher education possible for anyone at any stage of life.
I can go back to college.
I can change careers. I can make a difference. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McClellan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You are listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the top of the 4th inning. Pioneers trailing by the score of 5-4. Mr. Bailey Darden will go out for his 4th inning of work. Got 55 pitches under his belt, giving up 5 runs and a total of 4 hits. And he will get ready to face off against the top of the lineup, Mr. Josh Croft, Austin Holman, and Josh Palacios. Croft is 0 for 2. Reached by an error as he takes ball 1 here in the 4th inning. He reached by error in the 2nd inning and rounded out to Barfield, the first baseman, in the 1st inning. So the 1-0 pitch misses again, and it is 2-0. 2-0, no bullpen activity for either side as we check it out. The 2-0 pitch being offered up from Darden. That ball is hit sharply to Stefano in right field, and it's going to go over his head. The play at second base will not be in time, and that's going to be a double. But what happened with Stefano, he actually took that step in, and he lost some time, and that ball ended up going over his head. So that'll be a leadoff double for Croft. Brings up Austin Holman now. So Holman, who got walked back in the 1st inning, caught stealing, grounded out to shortstop. He'll come in as Gonzalez started to creep in a little bit in from 3rd base, anticipating the bunt. Barfield also. There's a bunt popped up in there. Pineda could get to that, and he makes the grab in foul territory, and that was a big play by Pineda. And that was taking advantage of Holman, who could not get around on the bunt to make it 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. So it brings up now Josh Palacios, who's called out on strikes in the 1st inning, and he was walked in the 2nd inning. The left-handed batter awaits a pitch from Darden, and that one misses. 1-0 is the count. 5-4 is our score. Top of the 4th inning. Pioneers trailing the Gators. Game 1 of a scheduled doubleheader. The pickoff play at second, and the ball gets out in the center field. And Croft goes for 3. Reed not able to get that in time, and that will be an error for the Pioneers. And that is error number 4 against the Pioneers so far. So now the 1-0 pitch, infield playing in. That ball is muscled foul down 3rd base for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pioneers really don't want to give up any more runs if they don't have to. The corners, Barfield and Donzo creeping in. That ball is hit toward the second baseman, and he flips it to Barfield for the 4-3 putout. But the run will score as Zellweger will take care of Palacios.
Austin Boyd.
That makes the score 6-4. As it will bring up Austin Boyd. Boyd got a double and scored back in the second inning. He popped up to the pitcher in the second. He got 2 at-bats in that second inning, so he got a 2-for-1 deal back in the second inning. So he will come up now with nobody on. That first pitch is a strike from Darden. Darden working now on pitch number 64 as he gets ready to try to complete his 4th inning of work. There's another strike. 0-2 quickly now to the designated hitter, Austin Boyd. The 0-2 pitch from Darden. There's a swing and a foul down the first base side as we get ready now to try and do it all over again. Darden with an 0-2 count on Boyd. Pitch swung on and missed, and a strikeout on a high heater. But there was 1 run scored of no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. We're going to get ready for the bottom half of the 4th inning. Pioneers trailing 6-4.
A station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Betty McClellan. I'm president of Wharton County Junior College. You are listening to Pioneer Athletics on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Pioneers trailing by the score of 6-4. Luke Meza will be leading off, followed by Anthony Reed. And the top of the lineup, Mr. Ivan Garcia. Pioneers ready to go to work here in Wharton, Texas. As we're ready to go to work here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Pitch on the way from Phillips, and that is strike 1, offered up to Meza. Remind you to like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. The 0-1 pitch being offered up by Phillips. That ball is hit toward shallow center field, and Palacios will make the grab for the first out here of the 4th inning. Pioneers have gotten 3 runs in the first, 1 in the 4th. They've given up 5 in the second and 1 in the 4th. Brings up Mr. Anthony Reed. Reed, who struck out back in the first inning. He awaits the pitch now coming from Phillips. He shows bunt and pops that one way back and out of play. That one will bounce back and forth. 0-1 to the left fielder for the Pioneers. 0-1's the count. 6-4 is our score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch offered up. That one fouled back out of play. And it is quickly 0-2. We're waiting on deck. Is Ivan Garcia. He scored twice, got a home run his last at bat, and got on by the catcher's interference. and he was able to get things intact. Now Reed awaits. Check swing on the breaking ball, and it is a ball call. 1-2 is the count. One out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pioneers trailing 6-4. Mike Prince here with you from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Game 1 of 2. Pitch on the way from Phillips. There's a swing and a miss. And down goes Reed. 2 strikeouts for Reed in this game. Reed has really struggled a little thus far. See, he struck out 3 times in game 2. Now Meza. I'm sorry, not Meza, but Reed. Not Reed, but Garcia takes strike 1 off the breaking ball from Phillips. He got the solo blast back in the second inning. The 0-1 count coming. There's a swing and a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher Foreman, and it's quickly 0-2 to the designated hitter who's normally playing shortstop for the Pioneers. 0-2 pitch being offered up now, and that one misses with the breaking ball for a 1-2 count. Pioneers trailing 6-4 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They try to get things set and get this first game under their belt. The 1-2 pitch from Phillips. Ball outside. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Pioneers trailing 6-4. Ready to go to work now is Phillips. There's another swing and a miss. Got past the catcher Foreman, who goes for the 2-3 put out. That will be a strikeout. That will bring the Pioneers 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're going to the top of the fifth inning. Pioneers trailing 6-4.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back as we get ready for this top half of the fifth inning. There's a ball hit sharply to center field, and Davis, who lays this in off, will get a leadoff double for the Gators. First pitch he sees, he shoots into right center field, and he gets his first hit of today's contest. Brings up now Walker Pennington. Pennington is
brings up the builder, Walker Pennington.
1 for 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's 2 for 2. He got a double and a single. RBI here. As Darden will now get ready to make his delivery. There's a swing and a miss to the left field of Pennington for strike 1. 6-4 is our score here in the top of the fifth inning. Pioneers trailing the Gators. Darden checks in, kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball. That ball is hit weakly in the right field. Stefano makes the grab, makes the throw, and will not try to run, as that will be out number 1. Davis checking close to second base. Stefano displaying the holes for out number 1. So Tyler Newcomb will now come up to bat. He is actually 0 for 2. He reached an error and scored back in the second inning and fired out to center field in the third. Ready to go now against Darden. Pitch from Darden is hit sharply towards Zellweger. Took a wicket hop, and Zellweger is able to hold on to that, put a 4-3 put out. Advancing to third will be Davis, and it brings up Mr. Will Foreman, the catcher. Foreman was hit by a pitch with a 1-2 count back in the third inning, and he popped out to his counterpart, Mr. Pineda, in the second inning. He awaits now the pitch coming from Darden. Darden checks, fires, and that is ball 1. What else the count? 6-4 are scored. Top of the 5th inning, Pioneers and the Gators. There's a check swing, but it was a strike called. So make it all even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the 1-1 count being offered up from Darden. There's a ball. The bat goes one way, and the ball is up in the air. Pineda going back and makes the fantastic grab for the second time for Foreman to pop out to the catcher. So that will take care of the Gators. No runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on. We're going into the bottom half of the 5th inning. Pioneers will have coming up Tim Blakeney, Austin Zellweger, and Jacob Barfield. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Come on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mike Prince here with you live from Wharton, Texas. The sun is coming out. Everything is looking good. And speaking of good, if you have not tried Raina's Barbecue, you are missing a treat. You can give Rachel, Frank, and Adam a call at 979-531-0880. You missed out on the barbecue special, but you got all kinds of things that you can get on this menu that I'm looking at. They have barbecue poor boy sandwiches, sausage links, you name it, they got it. Their office hours are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 11 to 2, and then they open back up from 5 to 8. Thursdays and Fridays from 11 to 2, and then they open back up from 5 to 9. Go ahead and check them out. Let them know that the open mic sent you by. Tell them that old Mike said hello. You want to know exactly where they are? They are at 7902 Highway 59 North Business in Hungerford, Texas. Tim Blakeney ready to lead off this bottom half of the 5th inning against Mr. Alex Phillips. Phillips off to a strong start, 6 strikeouts, only 3 walks, and 76 pitches on the 4 innings of work. So Blakeney now, he comes in. Blakeney is 1 for 2. He's got a single and scored back in the 1st inning, struck out in the 2nd inning. Ready to go now is Phillips as he awaits the pitch, and he gets the strike call on the fastball. 0-1's the count. 6-4s are scored. Game 1 of 2 scheduled here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The 0-1 pitch from Phillips. Bunt was showed by Blakeney. He pulls back in time, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck will be Austin Zellweger. Pioneers chasing 2 right now. Got 3 in the first and 1 in the second, and they've been held stagnant since then. There's a ball hit sharply toward the shortstop at Holman. Holman takes it and gets the 6-3 put out for out number 1.
Second baseman, Austin
Brings up Zellweger. Zellweger has an RBI on a single, and he's grounded out to the second baseman, so he is 1 for 2. In game number 3 of this 4-game series, Pioneers lost game 1 6-4, lost game 2 16-4, and trailing game 3 6-4. The breaking ball gets in for strike 1 against Zellweger. So Zellweger awaits as he will come now from Phillips. There's a swing and the ball hit toward right field and giving chase, and running out of real estate was Newcomb. So it's 0-2 is the count. Remember that game 2 will be approximately 30 minutes after the completion of game number 1. This game started at 2:02 p.m. We have 3:24 where we are right now. About an hour and 22 minutes we've had under our belt so far. There's a breaking ball, and down goes Zellweger for the 7th strikeout from Mr. Alex Phillips. Brings up Mr. Jacob Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 1. He grounded out to shortstop in the second inning, and he got a sacrifice in the first inning to advance the runners. Comes in, ready to face off against Phillips. Phillips kicks and fires. That misses outside for ball 1. 7 strikeouts for Phillips. 83 pitches under his belt. He checks in now with Foreman. Kicks and fires. There's a ball hit toward left field, and that is going to end up in the glove of Pennington. So that will take care of Barfield and the Pioneers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are going into the top of the 6th inning. The Pioneers trailing 6-4. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This is Mike Prince. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Wharton Tiger Park here in Wharton, Texas. Pioneers trailing 6-4. Eric Garza will lead off this top of the 6th inning for the Gators as Darden's first pitch is popped up towards center field, and Mr. Reed will be able to take care of that for out number 1. That was pitch number 74 from Mr. Darden. Darden, 74 pitches. He has 3 strikeouts and has given up 2 free passes as he will now face Mr. Croft. Croft got a double back in the 4th inning, and he reached on error as he would take strike 1 back in the 2nd and rounded out to the 1st back in the 1st. So he is 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. He swings and fouls that one back. Quickly 0-2. Pioneers trying to keep things as they can try to put a couple of rallies together. They got 6 outs left. The pitch from Dart. There's a breaking ball and a beautiful strike on the back door for strikeout number 4 for Mr.
Brings up the shortstop, Austin Holman.
Actually, 3 strikeouts. So Holman comes up, and he will take ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Do stand corrected. There was 3 strikeouts that time. Oh, that ball misses inside. 2-0 is the count. So now that makes 3 strikeouts and 2 walks for Dart. The 2-0 pitch. That ball hit high. Tapper back to Darden for the 1-3 put out. And wow, Big Barfield, his weight paid off for him that time, did it not? So that will go 1-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And it will take us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pioneers trailing by the score of 6-4. They'll come in to try to get things set up. We'll be right back.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. I'll just root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics.
And welcome back. We're ready to start off this bottom half of the 6th inning. The Dallas Stefano coming up. He is 0 for 1 as he will wait to see how he fares off against Mr. Alex Phillips here in the 6th inning. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, missing for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. 6-4 is our score. Pioneers are trailing as Stefano awaits the pitch. There's a ball hit toward left center field. Giving chase. That ball is off the base of the wall, and steadily displaying power is Mr. Dallas Stefano. Stefano has another double to add to his credit. And that will break a 3-inning hitless stride for the Pioneers. So it brings up Mr. Ricky Gonzalez. Gonzo is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 2nd inning and walked in the 1st. He awaits now the pitch from Phillips. Breaking ball up there, just a ball, not a breaking ball. 1-0 is the count. Stefano led off this bottom half of the 6th with a double to left center field. Pitch on the way. There's a ball popped up on the infield in foul territory. It's gone to the 3rd baseman, and he makes the grab. 1 out for the Pioneers. Brings up Rene Pineda. Pineda reached on by fielder's choice and an RBI back in inning 1, and he struck out in the 3rd inning as he will come up with an opportunity to at least make this a 6-5 game for the Pioneers. Got to capitalize on that leadoff double by Stefano. Pitch offered up is a strike to Pineda. Luke Meza waits on deck. Pineda needs to come through. He likes to poke that ball to right field. as the second baseman, Croft, is playing way behind the bag, opening up a huge gap between first and second base. So the pitch offered up outside, 1-0. Now they're pitching them outside, and that's right where you'd want it if you're Tomato. The 1-1 count as Phillips, about to make pitch number 91, checks in with Foreman. He kicks and fires. There's a ball, and it looks like Pineda is trying to go to the big hole that's offered up. He fouls that one back, and it's 1-2. Wind now picking up, blowing out toward left field. 1-2 is the count, 1 out, 6-4. Stefano awaits at second base, leading this inning off with a double. Now, Phillips taking his time. Pitch. There's a ball tap foul down third base. And the count will hold it 1-2. 1-2 is the count. 6-4 is our score. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Pioneers with 4 runs so far with 4 hits. They have left 3 runners on base at this point with a runner on base here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Stefano led off with a double. 1-2 pitch about to be offered up by Phillips. He kicks, fires. That's downstairs. A good stop by the catcher Foreman. Makes it all even at 2-2. On deck is Luke Meza. Meza awaits while his teammate Pineda tries to make this a 1-run deficit for the Pioneers. So now Phillips ready to go back to work. Checking the runner at second base. And he fires. And a high heater couldn't catch up with it. And that is strikeout number 8 for Mr. Phillips. Meza will now come up to bat. Meza walked in the first, popped to center field in the fourth. Ready to await. Pitch. Breaking ball. Gets in for strike 1. 0-1 is the count now. Coach Case, I know, does not want to see that wasted double by Stefano to lead off this sixth inning. Meza awaits the pitch from Phillips. And that misses outside with fastball. 1-1 is the count. On deck will be Anthony Reed. And they might have a pinch hitter coming up for him. Looks like the size. It might be Guillory or either Tyree. Guillory. Okay. So the pitch offered up. That's upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Waiting on deck will be Charles Guillory for the Pioneers. At least he's in the on-deck circle. So the 2-1 pitch now about to be offered up from, almost caught the runner off. Stefano almost caught up between second and third. Here we go. The meeting is breaking up from Foreman and Phillips. So the 2-1 count about to be offered up with a 2 outs. Runner at second base here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Pitch from Phillips is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Meza takes a dry cut, steps back into the box, awaiting the delivery from Alex Phillips. Phillips kicks, fires. There's a strike call on the fastball outside corner, and it's all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch awaiting from Mr. Alex Phillips. Comes in, ready to make his delivery. Already has 8 Ks on the day. The payoff pitch is en route, and that's upstairs, ball 4. So it's going to bring up a pinch hitter for Alex Reed, number 40, Charles Guillory. Guillory will come in. He will take some assignments from Coach Keith Case, and it looks like there's going to be Coach Arrington coming out to speak with his coach, with his player. So while they got meetings everywhere, so looks like they're going to discuss the matter. We're going to try to get things set up here and give you a quick break. Looks like a pitching change is en route. We'll come back and tell you all about it when we return. Pioneers threatening here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 6-4. Runners on the pads. New pitcher coming. We'll tell you all about it when we return.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN-Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're taking a break from our live coverage right now, but please be sure to spread the word. You can join us by following us on Twitter at OBN_radio, like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. We're on Instagram at OBN Radio, and don't forget to follow us on our website at www.obnradio.com. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our listen live line is 213-401-0037. Dial that number from any phone in the country and listen to our live broadcast coverage. In the event there's technical difficulty with that line, be sure to use our backup line. That number is 724-444-7444. The code is 46493. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the chess match has begun. Donnie Diaz, the new pitcher for the Gators, he has a 13.5 earned run average as he will face the pinch hitter, Mr. Charles Guillory. Guillory coming in with runners at first and second. And the first pitch that Guillory takes is a swing and a strike for strike one. So now, Guillory trying to come in. The wind is blowing out toward left field. Guillory is pretty much of a dead pull hitter. That ball is hit sharply toward the shortstop in the hole to Holman. He takes it, and they're going to say it's in time for the 6-4 to retire Mesa. And that will retire the Pioneers. They get no runs off of one hit, no error, leave 2 on. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. Pioneers trailing by the score of 6-4. We'll take us a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Pioneers baseball.
Introduce your message or product to our listening audience right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our network expands across the states of Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Nevada, and California. Our network has been recognized by the state of Texas with the Media of the Year Award in 2012. For more information and opportunities to expand your product, give us a call at 832-213-8824.
All right, here we go. Top of the seventh inning. Pioneers trailing 6-4. As Corey Gallegos will come in to catch. Fernandez at second base. Blakeney's in in center field as a strike one to Palacios. The shortstop is going to be Zellweger. Strike on the first pitch, ball on the second pitch. So Darden here trying to go to work as he and Phillips have displayed. The breaking ball is a strike call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get a number on Alex Phillips here in just a second here after this at bat. 1-2 pitch offered up, swung on and hit toward left field, and making the grab was Luke Nisa for out number 1. The numbers on Alex Phillips, he went 6 innings, 100 pitches. There were 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them unearned, as we will see Mr. Austin Boyd. Boyd is 1 for 3. He fouls 1 back, taking strike 1. Got a double in the second, popped out to the pitcher in the second, struck out in the fourth. As he bats here in the seventh. Pitch from Darden's upstairs. 1-1's the count. 6-4 is our score, top of the seventh inning, I should say. Pioneers trying to keep it at bay and get there's a ball hit into right field. So that will be a base hit. That will be hit number 6
brings up the first baseman, Dalton Davis,
for the Gators. So Davis got a double back in the 5th inning, left stranded at third. He flied out to right field in the 3rd, and he went on a walk in the 2nd inning and scored in the 2nd inning. So now there's a pinch runner.
He's running for San Jacinto. Is Max Wood.
Max Wood now running at first base. Wood from West Vancouver. He's at first base. Darden ready to go. Pitch is in for strike 1. Want to remind you, this is game 1 of 2 scheduled. Game 2 will be a 9-inning scheduled game. Toss over to first just to keep everybody honest. Darden's ready to go back to work. Darden came in. This will be pitch number 89 for Darden. Pitch on the way. That one is upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gallegos is behind the dish. He's shown to have a pretty strong arm himself. So we will see just exactly how everything works out for Mr. That ball misses outside. 2-1. 2-1 is the count. 6-4 is our score here in the top of the 7th inning. Gators got 5 runs in the 2nd inning. They've got 1 in the 4th. Pitch on the way. That one is upstairs, and it's 3-1. There is some bullpen activity going on for the Pioneers right now. Let's see what's going on with that. Pitch And there's a strike. Took something off of that one, and it's all even at 2-2. One out here in the top half of the seventh inning. Austin Boyd on first base after getting the single to right field. So now, Dalton ready to go back to work. He checks in with Gallegos. Kicks, fires, and that one was downstairs for a ball. Free pass. So that will bring runner at first and second. Anything comes up.
Walter Pennington.
Pennington, 2 for 3 on the day. He's got a double and scored in the second. Single. And left stranded in the third at second base and popped out to right field in the fifth. He takes a breaking ball for strike one from Mr. Darden. Darden trying to find that twin keel to help him out of this jam. Pitch on the way. Oh, that hit the back of the bat. That's going to be a strike. Ducking was Pennington trying to get out of the way of the breaking ball. That ball hit the bat, and it goes foul. Now, what would have been ironic about that if that ball goes fair and everybody is wow. 0-2 is the count. See if Darden can take advantage of the situation. Oh, and he throws another one behind, and that one misses. 1-2 is the count. Well, Darden now grabs some dirt to try to assure his grip on the ball. Fernando is in here chuckling. He lifts the shades up. Now they're on top of his head. He don't have them on his face, but the sun's still out. I don't get that one. Their pickoff move, and that was just a little lob action. So we'll go back now. 1-2 is the count. One out, top of the seventh inning. Darden trying to finish this one off. There's a swing and a foul tip. They're going to say there was, wow, a strikeout, but he advanced. He strikes out, but because there was bases, like people on the pass, they advanced off the pitch. So the base was occupied. Now Coach Case is coming out, and Arrington's coming out. Arrington is talking to home plate umpire. Case is coming out to talk to Darden. Looks like we're going to have some changing going around. There is a new batter warming up for the Gators, number 38, Gonzalo Sosa. Sosa wearing number 38.
Sosa is going to pinch hit for the Gators.
So Gonzalo Sosa will be the new batter here in the seventh inning. Coach Keith Case allows to keep Darden in after the meeting. So it looked like there was going to be a pitching change, but I guess he allowed him to get out. There's 2 outs here in the top of the seventh. Runners are at second and third. Wood, who's pinch running for the designated hitter, Boyd, at third base. Davis at second base. So the pitch on the way is upstairs for ball one to Sosa, the designated hitter here in the seventh inning for Tyler Newcomb. Pitch on the way. That one's upstairs. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 is the count. 6-4 is our score here in the top of the seventh inning. Darden is trying to complete this with no more runs being scored to keep it close for the Pioneers. The 2-0 pitch being offered up. There's a ball tapped toward the second baseman. Oh, and bobbled the ball. Oh, and did not get it in time. The defensive switch, as Pineda could not handle it, that would be an E4. And another run coming in for the Gators.
Brings up the catcher, Will.
Woods will score. Davis advances to third. There's another pinch runner.
Gators, Kyle Barfield.
Barfield will run for Mr. Sosa. So it brings up now Will Foreman, the catcher. 7-4 now, here in the top of the seventh inning. Garden trying to complete. Ball is inside. Ball one. Tornado tried to make it happen, but could not come clean with it. As a result, another run comes in. That ball misses. 2-0 is the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corner. 1-2. 1 and third, I should say. 2-0 count. Breaking ball gets in for strike one. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs, top of the seventh inning. Pioneers trailing 7-4. Arden trying to finish strong here. That one missed. They caught the runner at second base, and Gallegos with another throw out as he will catch the 2-4.
So the Gators come up with 1 run.
Gallegos, they give up 1 run.
The Pioneers 4.
That was 1 hit and 1 error and 1 left stranded. Pioneers will go to the bottom half of the seventh inning, trailing 7-4. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. I'll just root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
With over 20 years of experience as a lawyer, attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. can help you with whatever your need may be. Divorce, car accidents, criminal case, wills, deeds, trust, civil suits, parent and child relationships. Contact Richardson's Law Office located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. You can call them at 979-826-8008. Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr. in Hempstead, Texas. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, live from Wharton, Texas. The Pioneers down to their final 3 outs in game number 1. They'll have the top of the lineup: Ivan Garcia, Tim Blakeney, and Austin Zillwick. So Garcia has scored twice. He got on by catcher's interference in inning 1. Inning 2, got the solo home run. Strikeout victim in the 4th inning. He will come in to face Mr. Donnie Diaz. Only needed 2 pitches to get past that last outing. He will come, and the first pitch is fouled back out of play for the 0-1 count to Mr. Ivan Garcia. Pioneers, 4 runs to show in game 1, needing 3 to at least tie. There's a swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. So Garcia now checking in, ready to go. Wind starting to pick back up. That's a swing and a miss, and Foreman will handle that to the 2-3. Strikeouts.
Brings up center fielder.
For Mr. Diaz. It brings up Blakeney now. Blakeney is 1 for 3. 6-3 was his last put out. He takes strike 1. Quickly 0-1. On deck is Austin Zellweger. Now Blakeney awaits the pitch from Diaz. He swings and misses. And it is 0-2. 0-2 is the counts. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-2 pitch from Diaz downstairs. And it's 1-2. Pioneers trailing 7-4. They've given up 5 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 7th. They scored 3 in the 1st and 1 in the 2nd. That ball is hit toward left center field, going back. Pennington, and that ball will be over his head, and that's a big double for Blakeney. So it is still hope alive as Austin Zellweger comes up to the plate.
The shortstop, Austin Zellweger.
So Zellweger will come in. On deck will be Barfield. So Barfield awaits to see what Zellweger will do. As Zellweger comes in, he was called out on strikes back in the 5th inning. He awaits the pitch from Diaz. The kick and the fire, that's downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Blakeney at second base after getting the 1-2 double. Pitch being offered up from Diaz. That ball is fouled back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Pioneers trying to rally here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Game 1 of 2. This one is scheduled for 7. The second game will be scheduled for 9. So Diaz awaits. He kicks and fires. And there's a strike. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count. 7-4 is the score. Runner at second base for Pioneers. Blakeney got the 1-out double. So Zellweger now awaiting, trying to get his second hit of the day. As he swings and misses, that ball was stopped by the catcher Foreman. And the runner will be out, and advancing Blakeney will be the K and the 2-3. So now it brings up Jacob Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 2. Got a sacrifice way back in the 1st inning as he will try to keep hope alive for the Pioneers. On deck is Dallas Stefano. Pitch from Diaz. That one is foul, back foul. That was foul behind the dish. Makes it 0-1. 2 outs here in this bottom half of the 7th inning. Diaz coming in. Runner at third base. He checks, kicks, and fires. That one is downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. At this point, Barfield just needs to try and get on base to bring up Stefano, show some power and some consistency of putting it in play. The 1-1 pitch offered up by Diaz, swung on and missed, and that was a big swing by Barfield. Barfield's trying to go jack on that one, and even if he does hit it, the Pioneers are still down by 1. 1-2 count being offered up now by Diaz with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way. Strike out. Barfield goes down.
For the Gators,
there was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The Pioneers go down in game 1. We'll come right back with our post-game report. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Pioneer Baseball right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Mike Prince here with you. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Apple Ford Hyundai is a dealer you can count on. Apple's range of car services include new Ford Hyundai sales, used car sales, car loans, and auto financing. Certified Ford Hyundai Auto Service Department, full selection of Ford Hyundai auto parts and aftermarket accessories. Go on out to Brenham, Texas, and find out why Apple Ford Hyundai has been named the best-kept secret in Brazos Valley. They're located at 1820 Highway 290 West in Brenham, Texas. You can dial a toll-free number at 888-898-6095. There's even an internet sales division. Simply go to www.appleford.com. Apple Ford Hyundai of Brenham, Texas. You're listening to live baseball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serve the community through faith and athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game one is a wrap. The Pioneers lose by the score of 7-4. The winning pitcher was Alex Phillips. Phillips went a total of 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those runs were unearned. He had a total of 8 strikeouts and 3 base on balls. Ended up with a total of 100 pitches. The losing pitcher for the Pioneers was Bailey Darden. He had a total of 104 pitches, 3 strikeouts, and 3 base on balls. The Gators were able to get 7 runs off of 6 hits, 5 errors committed by the Pioneers, and they left 6 runners on the base paths. Meanwhile, for the Pioneers, 4 runs off of 5 hits, 1 error committed by San Jac, and the Pioneers left 6 runners on the pad. So game one has been officially recorded. The game started at 2:02, ended at 4:02 for an exactly a 2-hour broadcast, and that game will be picked back up in about another 25 minutes. We'll be back with our second half of today's doubleheader coverage between the Gators and the Pioneers. Pioneers lose game one by the score of 7-4. They'll get ready to try and salvage Game 4 of this 4-game series against San Jacinto. This is Mike Prince. We're going to sign off for right now, but we shall return in approximately 24 minutes. At 4:30, we'll be back with the second half start of today's doubleheader action between San Jacinto and the Wharton Pioneers. Either way you got it, we'll be right back.
The following presentation was an exclusive production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a station designed with you in mind. Remember to follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Like our Facebook page at Open Mic Broadcast Network. And remember to follow us on Instagram at OBN Radio. The station designed with you in mind. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.